Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another vlog. I have some news. I don't even know where to start. But basically, I left Instagram. It's been 2 weeks now. It's been great. I wrote a blog post in Portuguese on my blog. So if you can read in Portuguese, the link's down below. But basically, I think you all know that Instagram or social media in general is not that great for us. So I wasn't taking that much out of it, like in a positive way. Of course, it's good to be in contact with friends and family and people you admire. And especially for me, I used to follow a lot of illustrators and artists and musicians. That could be inspiring, but also a bit challenging in the sense that we can compare ourselves and you know all the drill. I'm sure you know. So I was like, you know what? I'm out of here. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and the reason I'm speaking so quietly is because it's exactly 6:30 in the morning. My husband is still asleep, and I I don't always wake up that early, but yesterday I went to bed so early. I slept so much that today at 5 I was awake. But anyway, I was talking to a friend the other day, and she said something really interesting that I think it applies so well to this situation. She said, like, we don't question anymore what we need or don't need to do, or what we have or don't have to do. For example, social media. We just assume that's something we need to have and that we need to be there, but we actually don't. But of course, that's just my personal opinion and my friend's opinion. I think if you can find a way to be in social media in a healthy way, that's great for you. But it's not my case. I used to check the social media all the time, especially when I release a new work, a new song, which I did a few weeks ago. I released my new song called Tears of Love. If you want to listen to it, the link's down below. And it's a bit stressful and time consuming. And especially the thing that annoys me the most is how my brain feels. Oh, those seagulls. What annoys me the most is how my brain feels. It feels like it's in a fog and I can't think properly, or you know, maybe you feel the same way. But my mind feels so heavy and drained and busy all the time, and with no social media for the past 2 weeks, I'm feeling so much lighter and rested, and I have time to do everything. And when I used to watch videos of people on YouTube, just like this one, saying that they left social media, I would be like, but you are still on YouTube. And turns out YouTube is not considered a social media. Maybe you already know that, but I didn't know. And of course, we need to be careful here on YouTube in the same way we need to be careful in any other platform, because it can cause this brain fog anyway. But I think on YouTube, at least for me, I can be much more mindful of the things I watch, and I can choose, and I can, I don't know, it's just different. I can spend my time here in a much more calmer and mindful way. And yeah, that's the first thing I would like to share with you. And the other thing is, I don't know if you watched my last videos, but I basically said I was in a waiting period. And one of the things that I was waiting on was the results of the master's program I have applied for. And I got admitted at University of Gothenburg in the child culture design program, the master's program that I wanted so badly. I got it, guys. I got it. I'm very happy, very, very happy about it. It's quite an accomplishment because at this university, they have two selection rounds. And I applied in the first selection round and I wasn't admitted. And then I emailed them, I asked why, and they were very kind to answer me saying, why my work samples didn't score well. And they gave me the exact numbers and which section, how much they were given in terms of points. And she basically explained to me that I prepared a work sample, like a portfolio that was more client based. And they wanted to see my process. They want to understand how I design, how I created my books, how I think about design, basically the process behind the pieces. And I sent only the final pieces, no process, no, yeah, basically that. And that's why I wasn't admitted in the first round. And then I worked on my portfolio. I described all my process in every piece. And it was, and it was much better indeed. I don't know what I was thinking in the first round when I submitted that weird portfolio that was definitely client based, like for a client, that's perfect. Like they see the end result and that's it. But for a master's in design, of course, they want to see the process. So I tried again. They said I would be welcome too. And then I did. And then I was qualified a few weeks before. And then I got admitted, which is so exciting because fortunately I met a few people who graduated in this program. And they told me they only admit around 10 or 13 people per year for this program. So I was like, oh my, this is so little. And so I was very apprehensive regarding that. I don't plan on filming at university because I want that to be a space where I can free my mind of everything else and focus on the studies. But let's see. I intend to at least share my thoughts on it. And yeah, that's basically the two big news I have for you. And it's been weird couple of days. Not in a bad way, just in a different way because it's been so incredibly hot here in Gothenburg, like crazily hot. 28 degrees. That's a lot for Gothenburg. And it's so warm inside my house because those apartments are built to keep the warmth inside. So we are trying to keep the doors open, but we have a cat, as you know, and we need to be careful with her. We need to keep an eye on her. And yeah, but we are trying to enjoy this weather and go to the beach sometimes and go to the park. But it's so sunny and warm that I can't spend that much time outside because I feel so I don't know. I like the sun. I like to see the sun, but I don't like to be in the sun, if you know what I mean. And I have I'm also studying Swedish, by the way. I'm not doing the SFE. So if you are familiar with SFE, Swedish for immigrants, provided by the government, I'm not doing that anymore. I tried 3 times already and I failed hard. It's not for me. The way the classes are conducted and the way, I don't know, it just doesn't go for me. So I tried something else and it's been working really well so far. I bought the Fun Swedish course. If you are an immigrant here in Sweden, you probably heard of Fun Swedish. It's a very nice YouTube channel here on YouTube but they also sell courses on Swedish. If I'm not mistaken, they teach Swedish and they also have some courses on Spanish. But yeah, it's been great. I'm almost finishing the first module. It's not actually the first because I'm not a beginner. According to them, I'm like a beginner 2 level. So I didn't start at the beginning, but I'm almost finishing this beginner 2 course. And it's been pretty fun. I think I finally managed to switch something in my brain to finally learn this language. I actually really enjoy learning languages, but I don't know, maybe I have spoken about it before here. It's so easy not to speak Swedish in Sweden because people speak English so well and they are usually happy to speak in English with you. Usually, not everyone. I have some experiences where people didn't want to speak in English with me, but that's rare. Usually, it's older people, but in general, people don't mind speaking English with you. So we have so many opportunities here in Sweden. For example, they have these courses you can take where you are prepared for the market or for the field you choose. For example, I have a friend who did a course on cooking, and it's all in Swedish. And after that, you probably get a job in the field. So they have a lot of courses like that, like professional courses, but they are all in Swedish. And I know they have courses in design, in fine arts, everything you can imagine. And I couldn't apply for that. I applied, but they messaged me saying, "Oh, you need to speak Swedish. We have had students before that didn't speak English, Swedish, and we didn't have a good experience. It wasn't good for them and nor for us." So, you know, it's a bit obvious if you think about it. Like, I live in Sweden, I need to speak Swedish. I know everyone speaks English very well, but basically, the important stuff, the real stuff, they are all in Swedish. So I made a decision that I'm gonna learn this thing. And I'm having fun because I have a few Swedish friends now, like 2 or 3. It's hard to get friends with Swedes. Topic for another day, but they are friendly, don't get me wrong, but they are a bit reserved. But I do have some friends because I met them through music. I am trying to speak Swedish with them and they are happy about it and they are helping me. So it's been fun. But yeah, enough rambling. I need to study Swedish right now. So let's go. Samtal på svenska. So I had lunch. I did study Swedish, it's svenska, idag or today. And it was good. It was quick. And now I am finishing editing the first episode of the documentary about my new album, Felice. I mentioned this before that I'm doing this documentary, I think. And I'm almost done. I'm now replacing the voiceover, so I'm recording everything again with this mic here. I just recorded the first part of the documentary and now I'm gonna check if it sounds nice. It's tricky because when I first recorded, I used my phone just to have a base, a foundation. But the emotion, it's so on point. So I'm trying to reproduce that right now and trying to get in the mood to find the same spot I was in before. So that's the challenge today. Okay, I'm getting a bit frustrated because my perfectionism is at play. And yeah, in my head, I'm not getting the same emotion as I did before. Um, Probably no one can tell but me. I always had a wild imagination. Music always took me to a lot of different places inside my own mind. And I was here because 3,000 musicians applied to live this. Nah, the auto started playing here. Oh no, I was so much in the vibe. I think I have it, guys. I think I got there. Yes. Yes. Guys, I finished the first episode of the documentary. I am so happy about it, and I think I managed to find the right emotions because watching it, I was feeling so emotional already. Like, I was thrown back to Italy, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And that will be actually the next upload here on my channel. So the vlogs will take a while to come back since we will have four this finger here, 4 episodes coming, because we have 4 tracks in Felice and we will have 4 chapters, 4 episodes. So that's it for me in this video. I just wanted to update you guys, to say hello, and to prepare you to watch Felice, the documentary, and to listen to Felice in September 18th. But the first track is already out, Tears of Love. You can listen to it now on Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, Apple Music, everything. The links are all down below. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed the documentary that is about to come. See you soon. Bye.